Entitled Mom tries to take my Naruto school supplies for entitled kid from user Sundir Alert. After that, we'll be reading the update to this story. Followed by Woman at the Blueberry Festival Leaves Me Shocked from user Flying Donkey. After that, entitled Karen Where? At Walmart, of course, from user Goo0018. And then we'll be wrapping up with Entitled Mom is Mad Because I Won't Pay for Her and Entitled Kid's Lunch from user Skadash. Thank you so much to our posters for letting us read your stories. And if you would like me to read your stories next, please submit them to the r/Mr. Reddit subreddit. And if you're new, please subscribe and turn on notifications for new stories every single day. Entitled Mom tries to take my Naruto school supplies for entitled kid. Background. So about a month before school started, I was shopping with my sister. One store we went to was GameStop. I saw this box that had school supplies in the form of Naruto's favorite ramen, listing with pens, erasers, a USB stick, rubber bands, post notes, and paper clips. Me, being the weeb I am, I was like, oh, I have to have that. So I bought it for $16 with my pro membership. Cast. We've got entitled mom, single mother that has no respect. We've got entitled kid that can't take no. We've got the security guard, and we've got me, some weeb that can stand up for herself. P.S. My appearance makes me look male, so most people I first meet think I'm a boy. So I brought my supplies to school in a big sandwich box, because the bowl it came with is made of glass, and I took out one of my pens to take notes. P.S. I sit next to entitled kid who came unprepared. Entitled kid. Can I borrow a pen? Me. This is my only one. Sorry. I only had my Naruto pens, and I didn't want to give them to someone I didn't really know. But I saw you had an extra Dragon Ball pen. He actually called it Dragon Ball. Not kidding. I'm not comfortable sharing my pens with someone I don't know. Ask someone else. Whatever. He asked another student for a pen, and I thought, yay, happy ending. Boy, was I wrong. End of day, and I'm waiting for my dad and was on my phone when I hear, "Hey, boy in green jacket." I didn't think they were talking to me, because I'm a girl, so I ignore it. "Young man, I am talking to you." Then I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around and see a woman who almost looks 40, but is dressed like she's 20. "My son told me about those wonderful Dragon Ball supplies you have, and I was wondering if you could give him those for his birthday." In my mind, I was like, crap, a wild entitled mom appeared. I knew it wouldn't matter if I correct my gender, because I'm sure she'll be like, "Stop lying," or "You're trans? You jerk." Me. No, I bought them myself and would like to keep them. I got them at GameStop if you want to buy one. "No, I don't have that type of money. Do you know how hard it is being a single mother? I barely have enough money to make a living." Me. You'd probably have a lot more money if you didn't spend your child support on alcohol. "How dare you! Give me your Dragon Ball supplies as an apology for being rude to me." In my mind, I was thinking, wait, if entitled mom is here, where's entitled kid? Then I felt a presence behind me, and I was thinking, crap. I turn around and see entitled kid opening my bag. I quickly pushed him away and checked my bag to make sure I still had my stuff. I did. And for those who've been on this subreddit for a while, you know what's next, don't you? "How dare you assault my angel? Give me your Dragon Ball stuff, and I won't call the police on you." Entering the stage. Security. "Is there a problem here, ma'am?" Security knows me very well and is familiar with me, so I don't have a panic attack. "This brat assaulted entitled kid and took his Dragon Ball supplies." Me. An entitled mother jumped me and tried to force me into giving her entitled kid my Naruto school supplies. Entitled mom then glares at me, pretty sure she would assault me if security wasn't there. Let me see the supplies so we can figure this out. I pull out the box and hand it to security, but not without entitled mom trying to snatch it first. As security inspected the box, I knew how to prove the supplies were mine. Me. Hey security, pull out the egg and ask entitled kid what it is. Entitled mom and entitled kid looked a bit nervous, but when security held it up to them, they looked confident. Entitled kid. Eraser. He looks at me like I've been defeated. Me. It's actually a USB stick. Security removed the top of the egg, and guess what? It was a USB stick. Security. Here, OP, you proved yourself right. I have a female name, so of course entitled mom freaked.
A girl? You're a girl? Why do you look like a boy? Give my son your Dragon Ball supplies, you jerk.
Security. Enough. Leave OP alone before I call the police. This sure as heck got entitled mom running. And finally, my dad arrives. He asks why I was with security, and I explain the situation. His face got red, and he looks for entitled mom, but they already left the school. He went to the principal and told her what happened, so we'll have a meeting next week with entitled mom and entitled kid. If they have the courage to come, that is. I'll update if anything happens. Entitled mom tries to take my Naruto school supplies for entitled kid. Update. So the principal got a hold of entitled mom, and she had the Dragon Balls to show up to a meeting we're having with principal, entitled mom, entitled kid, me, mother, and security guard that helped me. So we're all in the principal's office. Principal is sitting at the end of the table. Entitled mom and entitled kid are sitting on the side of the table, both glaring at me. Entitled mom has her arms and legs crossed while huffing. Me and mom are sitting on the other side of the table. I have a blank expression on my face while mom tries to calm herself down. Security is standing next to us because 1, he's a witness, and 2, to make sure entitled mom doesn't go crazy again. Principal. OP, can you explain what happened? Entitled mom.
She won't give my angel her Dragon Ball stuff.
She said she sarcastically. Principal. Entitled mom, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to OP. Now, OP, please explain what happened. I explain what happened. Entitled mom tells mom,
you should teach your daughter to share and be more giving.
Mom now has a vein popping out of her head. Principal. Entitled mom, this is not time for you to talk. Entitled mom huffs. Principal. Security, can you confirm that OP is telling the truth? Security. Yes, she is. She confirmed the items that entitled kid didn't know, and I recorded footage from the cameras before the meeting to show you. Principal watches the CCTV footage. Entitled mom.
It doesn't matter if they're hers or not. Entitled kid loves Dragon Ball way more than she does.
Me, about to drop the bomb. If he loves Dragon Ball so much, then why did he mistake Naruto, which is what the anime is called, for it? Entitled mom and entitled kid go red. Entitled mom.
Entitled kid is smarter than you. You are the one that is mistaking it. That's why entitled kid should have them, and not a jerk like you.
Principal. Enough. For the past 2 years, entitled kid has bullied and tormented other students, and I will not have a 3rd year. Principal, now looking at us. OP, mother, can you please step out of the office for 1 moment? Me and mom did just that. There was some muffled talking, which then turned into screaming. A few seconds later, security walks out with entitled mom in cuffs as she yells and tries to escape from him. A few seconds later, entitled kid walks out with tears in his eyes. Principal invites us back in. Principal. I'm very sorry for their behavior, but they won't be a bother to you anymore. You may leave now. Mom takes me home for the rest of the day, and the next day there was an empty seat next to me. P.S. If you're wondering why my dad wasn't there, it's because mom talked him out of it, because she knew he would only make the situation worse. Edit. Yes, entitled mom got arrested. And if you are wondering where the cuffs came from, it's that all security at my school have cuffs to restrain people who are out of control. And entitled kid got expelled. I don't know what else happened to him though. And my dad would make it worse because when he is mad, he gets aggressive. So we wouldn't have any say because the meeting would be filled with my father screaming. He's a good guy. He just has a different way of handling things. Next we've got Woman at the Blueberry Festival leaves me shocked. Backstory. My family comes from a country-esque area where your closest neighbor is a short walk down the road and a trip into town can last close to 2 hours, 30 minutes back and forth, plus whatever time you need to run whatever errands you have. My family is also one of the oldest settled names in the area and is well known for my grandfather and great-uncle's contributions to our community. For the longest while, the road my family lived on was a common dirt road, and the closest fire department was 20 minutes away. Wanting their community to have what's best for everyone, my grandfather and great-uncle set to work. They gathered donations, lobbied with our local MLA, and collected statistics to show to our provincial government why paving our road and erecting a nearby fire department would be beneficial to not only the residents, providing them with safety and security, but also to any politicians to avoid lawsuits or larger, more expensive bills in the future. Long story short, their efforts were a success. In spring of 1982, the road was paved, the fire department was built, and my grandfather and great-uncle became chief and deputy chief respectfully. My family's name was held in high regards after that, and almost everyone knew who our family consisted of. Not trying to brag, this info is just essential to the story. The story. A few days ago, I finished my summer contract working with the Canadian Reserve Forces and returned home. After settling in and unpacking, my dad came to me with a dilemma. The upcoming Blueberry Festival, a community formal dinner that the fire department held every year on August 17th to help raise funds, was understaffed, and he asked if I could volunteer. I said yes, and I showed up to help however I could. I waited tables, put together sandwiches, entertained guests, took tickets, etc. As the day wound down, I found myself working the takeout section. Things went fine for a bit. People would show me their tickets for the festival. I'd make idle conversation while their orders were put together, and I'd hand them their takeout dish. Then a woman and her 2 toddlers walked in, looked around for a bit, and then waltzed up to the window. Her.
Excuse me, I'd like 3 takeout dinners, please.
Me. Sure thing. You have your tickets, ma'am?
I was told that my food would be put in reserve for when I picked it up, so no, I don't have them.
This one was odd to me. The reason we sold tickets was so we never had to make more than what was needed. Even my family had to buy tickets if we wanted food. I explained to her that we didn't have any extra food made up, so just to be on the safe side, she would have to show me her tickets to receive her dinners. Her, with her kids, mind you.
Oh, that's BS. Do you know who I am? I'm family of
grandfather.
He said there'd be some food for me and my kids.
Me, a little shocked, but taking her word as her being family, since my grandfather's side is pretty big. Oh, I'm sorry. I can check with grandfather over the phone. Who do I tell him you are? She gives a loud and exasperated huff before saying,
I'm
my mom's name.
His daughter-in-law.
It took me a little bit to process what she just said. I asked her to repeat herself, which she did, adding,
What, are you deaf as well as stupid?
Thoroughly insulted and done with her, I told her that she was in fact not my mother, and if she wanted her food, she would either have to present her tickets or come up with a better lie than her current BS. She gave me the
"How dare you?"
face before going on a rant about how I should watch my language around her young kids, despite her just saying the exact same curse word to me moments before. Her tirade attracted the attention of my father, who was working with the fire department as well. He walked over and asked what was up. Before I could open my mouth, this lady goes ranting on about how she was promised free dinners for her and her kids by my grandfather, that I denied them, insulted her, and even had the audacity to claim that she wasn't even part of the family. My dad, being just as confused as I was, and not having any memory of her being part of the family, asks her who she was. She gave him the same reply as she did to me. "I'm my mom's name, and therefore my dad's wife."
Holy crap! Is everyone here stupid?
My dad replied simply with, "Lady, you are most certainly not my wife." Her face gawked and turned bright red as her mind tried to form a response. In the end, she rushed her kids out the door and left. Next we've got Entitled Karen, where? At Walmart, of course. This happened a few months ago, but thought it would belong in here. English is my second language, so if grammar errors, sorry in advance. Cast, we've got me. We've got Entitled Lady, and we've got Sweet Old Lady. I live by a Walmart. The uniform is a blue polo and black pants. I'm wearing black pants and a black shirt. I'm short, 5'2". I'm a woman, so no big deal. And browse in the store and see paper towels on sale, but they were on the top shelf. Ugh, just my luck. So I try to look for an employee, but no luck. But I see a cart that employees usually get to collect merchandise from the store to put back. I know this because said cart usually has a big advert taped on it, and in the cart I see a broom. Getting an idea to use the broom to get the paper towels, so I take it and return to the paper towels after getting a few for me. A sweet old lady comes up. "Hello, can you help me to get one?" "Yeah, sure." Using the broom, I topple another for her. She thanks me and leaves. I'm about to turn around and leave when I hear it.
Hey!
Entitled Lady, bottled blonde with the haircut. Why always the dang haircut? With a phone in her ear.
Hey, you!
Snapping her fingers.
Aren't you going to get one for me? I'm waiting here.
Me. What? Entitled Lady, talking like I'm stupid or slow.
Give me paper towels.
I don't work here. Entitled Lady, ignoring me and going back to her phone.
Lazy employees. You have to be 100 years old to get any help. They are useless.
Hold, honey. Then back to me.
I don't have time for this. Give me the broom. I'll get it myself.
I don't take kindly to rude people, so my petty and rude side came up. Me. First, buzz off. Second, witches are not allowed to fly inside the store. Shoving the broom in my cart, I left. She gasped and started to rant to her phone.
Did you hear that? OMG.
Literally, she said OMG, and told whoever she was talking to she was going to find a manager and will get me fired by the end of the day. I laughed and continued with my shopping. This store is big, so you can get out of view fairly quickly. 20 minutes later or so, I went to the register. I saw Karen. She was chewing out one of the managers and stomping her feet at customer service desk, but I did not get any closer where they could see me. Paid for my stuff, and while exiting the store, I said out loud, "Bye," waving at her, and then flipping her off when she looked at me. Her face was priceless. And our final story of the day, entitled Mom is Mad Because I Won't Pay for Her and Entitled Kids Lunch. So in case you have not read my recent posts, me and my girlfriend are in Cyprus and have only been here for 2 whole days, and this is already our second entitled parent encounter, except for the plane. The cast. We've got me, we've got girlfriend, we've got entitled mom, we've got entitled kid, and the waiter. The story. Me and girlfriend decided to go into the local town called Proteros to get some lunch and see what is around. We see this restaurant, which only has a couple of people in there. We go in and sit down and order our food. When we finish, girlfriend gets up to use the bathroom while I go to pay. When waiter says the price to me, I was in shock because I added up what we had and it only came to about 25 euro. I told waiter that there must be some mistake, but he says that the person on the other side of the restaurant said we were paying for their lunch. I told him I was not, and me and waiter went over to entitled mom to tell her she had to pay for her own food. The conversation went like this. Waiter: hello ma'am, this young man says he will not be paying for your meal. Entitled mom: well, why not? I want him to. Me: why would I want to pay for your lunch? Entitled mom: to help a single mother and her child out. Me: not happening. You pay for yours and I pay for mine. Girlfriend: hey, you ready to leave? Me: not quite. She wants me to pay for her food. Girlfriend: well, that's not happening. She knows I don't take crap from anyone. Me: absolutely not. Waiter: sir, what did you order? And I'll make sure that is all you pay for. My meal, girlfriend's meal, and our drinks. Okay, cash or card? Cash. Entitled mom:
Do we get it for free?
Waiter: why would you get it for free?
Because of the stress you caused me, an entitled kid.
Waiter: no, you do not get it for free because we only said you have to pay.
Fine. How much?
Waiter: 40 euro.
40 euro?
Yes, ma'am. Cash or card?
I will only give you 20 in cash.
So the rest on card?
No, I am only paying 20, so you can shove the rest.
You have to pay, or I will call the police. Entitled mom, clearly terrified of police.
Okay.
She left 40 on the table and leaves, but not without shoving me and girlfriend. I call her a jerk and give the waiter an extra 5 for his trouble, and we leave. And shoutouts to our re-generals of the day: Tidal Wave 911, Dragonfire, Rachel Edge, Raven Fox, and Mikey Chapman. Become tomorrow's re-generals by dropping as many re's as you can in the comments below.